welcome to, well, I should say welcome to Nerdy Up North, but we're not on Nerdy Up North.
Where are we?
Yeah, where are we? We've got the amazing Paul.
Hello.
We've got the amazing Sammy.
Hi.
And we've got Captain Good. Am I calling you Captain today, or can I call you...
Just call me Michael.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought you had a promotion. Didn't you get a promotion?
No, I got demoted by you, do you remember?
Oh, right, yes.
Oh, that's not good. But you are Nerdy Up North. I mean, for anyone that hasn't heard of yous before, what are yous all about?
Right, this spiel. Yes, we're an online community where we are basically trying to take the toxicity out of fandoms, give people a safe space to basically explore and enjoy anything that they can really feel nerdy about, or and the context of nerdy is anything that you love, passionate about, from games, trekking, horror, movies, food, even dinosaurs, as we find out one of our special hosts is quite obsessed with as well.
That's me, everyone. That is me. I mean, how does everybody else fit in then, Sammy? How do you fit into all this?
Oh gosh, where do I start? I host the Sunday show with Paul. Mm-hmm. I also co-host a horror show. I also co-host a Women of Nerd Culture show.
You've got a lot going on.
I have a lot, but it's a lot of fun.
And Captain Good, sorry, I mean Michael. Where do you come in on all this?
I am one of the hosts of Trekking Up North, which focuses on Star Trek. I was found in a dark alleyway by Paul and brought on board to Nerdy Up North as a guest for the very first Star Trek episode of the main podcast, and I just sort of never left. And yeah, that's where it began.
Yeah. That happened.
Yeah. I made Sammy cry, and every time it was my mission to make her cry in every
that's
appearance.
Right, you did.
When did that stop? No. I mean, obviously you've racked up great numbers. You're a podcast, you're a community, you're streaming on YouTube as well. I mean, Paul, do you ever think it would ever get this big?
I never think it would even start, to be honest. All I wanted to do was talk about the Goonies, but it's a way of life now more than anything else, which is quite strange.
You never have a Sunday off.
No. Don't ever have a Monday off. Never mind.
Not now.
No. But the community aspect is the thing I'm probably the most proud of. I know we do a lot of fun stuff. We've started doing things more to get out in the community, and it sounds weird saying that, but like a live quiz where the lovely Graham, who came on your show the other few weeks, he hosts it as the Velvet Snatch. So you can imagine a room full of really socially awkward, nerdy people with a giant drag queen with a bald head walking about asking questions about horror, Star Trek, and giving out toys as well. There was a round where they give out toys to try and name the toys. So all these different fun things have happened.
And don't forget the teapots.
The teapots.
Ugly teapots.
Those teapots to win?
Auction. Ugly teapot auction.
I am the proud owner of 3 ugly teapots that I did not bid for. So thank you so much to the Nerdy Up North community.
Give me how ugly we're talking.
I have one with a bear sat in the teapot and it says cheers, but it's CHEER apostrophe S. So it's cheers. So
that's pretty ugly.
One of our nuns, Kelly, who is formerly an English teacher, has a mild aneurysm every time she sees the teapot.
No, can't be doing that. It's not ugly though. I think maybe it's just wrong.
They're terrible.
Okay.
The funny thing about the teapots as well, I can't believe we're talking about teapots now. On the bottom of the teapots, on each one of them, it says cannot be used with tea.
Yeah.
What?
They're not actually teapots.
Wait, what?
They're just
the decorations.
Yeah.
I drank out of one on my episode.
No, you're not meant to.
Oh no.
Michael.
Health and safety, if you're listening, I'm really sorry. We've done one.
It tasted a bit painty.
To be fair though, Michael has history with health and safety, so yes.
Oh, we're not going into that. We haven't got time to get into that. Well, guys, stay there. We're going to have a little bit of fun and games in just a bit. And of course, if you want to get involved with Nerdy Up North, they'll tell you that too. Joined in the studio by the lovely Nerdy Up North gang.
Hi.
We're still here.
You know how we're, guys.
We're not being kicked out just yet, so it's fine.
Right, while I have you, if you've not heard of Nerdy Up North, well, we've just talked about it, so scroll back if you listen to BBC Sounds. But they are a YouTube streamers, they are podcasts, they are anything that you think that they are. They're an album now.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, we've got on Bandcamp, Adam Asbridge, he does all the music for Nerdy Up North. Literally, we say, can you make a song that would fit a podcast that for cartoons? and literally within half an hour, he'll have a track that just fits you perfectly.
He's a
and
genius. He's the Mozart of the Northeast.
and again, not to sound pervy, he is one of the most beautiful men
he's
you'll ever see.
stunning.
He's about 7 foot tall. He's like hulking arms, like a beard, like. Honestly,
he's a
beautiful.
handsome tree with a guitar. It's
So he's got it all, really.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really good.
Leave
And
us
he's,
some.
and he's such a sweetheart as well.
yeah.
That's the main thing. So yes, there's an album. I think maybe there's a book should come out. Maybe the calendar should come out.
Teapot calendar.
Teapot calendar.
Teapot calendar. Right, enough about teapots, right?
Yeah, let's not
enough
do
about
this.
teapots. Right, so this is the part of the show, right, where I get this basically just turn my mic off and put my feet up because I'm getting used to do a game.
All right.
And I know that
Okay.
yous are going to bicker.
Okay.
And feel
okay.
free to bicker as much as you want because I'll just sit here and enjoy it.
Right.
I will just sit here and enjoy it. I've got a little game of a classic Would You Rather.
Ooh.
Oh.
The thing being is, you've got to collectively come up with one answer.
So can I not mute these two and just me answer them?
No, I've got my control here.
How long have we got? Because we have to agree.
Yeah, that is the hard thing. That is, are you up for it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right, come on then. We'll start off easy then. I think easy. Watch, we'll go on a 10-minute tangent here. Wands or lightsabers?
Lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Lightsaber.
Lightsabers, yeah.
I hope this isn't as easy. I've really signed it up for really hard stuff
No.
here. But
Yeah, you've got two massive Trekkies, and Goodwill just come back from earlier when he actually got
I
his
built my own lightsaber.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Master Yoda approved.
what colour?
Green.
Is that Yoda?
Luke.
That's Yoda, yes.
Yes.
it is.
There's my
Luke.
knowledge.
Yoda and Luke.
yeah.
Yep.
Luke, yes.
Very nice, very nice. Right, next one. Would you rather be a Doctor Who companion or Sherlock's Dr. Watson?
Dr. Watson.
Dr.
Dr.
Watson.
Watson.
We're not,
Why did you laugh there?
Because we hate Doctor Who. So that's probably the one fandom that me and
Even
Sammy.
though I got very excited with the TARDIS outside, I am.
Yeah.
We are not Doctor Who fans.
We have fans though.
We do have fans in the
Just not us.
community.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan, so...
One of my friends actually worked on the show as well.
Wow. Ben, I was going to say, well, you know what? Fair enough. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Next one. I think this one might be easy.
Come.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek. Moving
Star
on.
Wars.
Star Wars.
How dare you?
Ooh.
dare
Discuss.
Well, it's better.
No.
2, it has one of the greatest characters of all time, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
I don't
Misa
think I'm going to
thinks
win any
you-
arguments with Jar Jar, really.
No, Sam's lost us now.
I am a huge Jar Jar fan.
Misa thinks you are wrong.
I do think, though, if we're going to have to come together with a decision, we do have on our channel a Trek podcast. We don't have a Star Wars podcast.
Not yet.
Not
Captain
yet.
Goodwill, put that chair down. Don't you dare. Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
so to keep
Yeah.
the Trekkies happy, because we do have, like I say, a big community, this is one of the things, I think, with longevity and with all the different shows and success, I know it's going to sound controversial, I'm going to go with Trek.
Ooh, we've
I
had
always
it.
get my own way.
There you go. How do you feel? Sitting there with your Trekking Up North t-shirt, really representing the brand and another run
Hashtag
happened.
blessed.
Fantastic. Right, we'll go into something a little bit different. Would you rather have magical powers or talking animals?
Oh, talk to animals.
Talk to animal.
Talk to
I
animals.
want to
Yeah.
know what really annoys a squirrel.
Yeah.
I want to know what goes on in my cat's head at 5 o'clock in the morning
Oh, I
while they're
do.
running
Yeah.
around the house.
We'll never know that. And even if they did talk, they wouldn't tell us.
No.
No, I don't think there was.
Don't be silly. Who would
Maybe
you...
maybe they can talk, though. That's the thing. Because cats are so sly and, like, I love my cats, but they're evil.
We could get them on the podcast.
Yeah.
What's your
Mine
favourite
are on the
nerdism?
podcast. Mine come on every
They
week.
do.
Mine invade
What,
all
my
the
cat?
time.
Hang on, wait. We'll just give it to the microphone. Nothing. See, there you go.
Well,
That would what it would
yeah.
be.
To be fair, though, we had one of the funniest, recordings, shall we say, that you did for Monsters, because your cat turned off the live
It turned off the
video.
turned off the video. It's me black cat Binks jumped up on my knee, and as his tail was swishing, and I didn't realise he whipped something on the keyboard, and it just stopped the whole recording.
He knew what he was doing. He knew
I
what he was doing.
panicked.
He knew exactly what he
Mother,
was
I'm the
doing.
only monster you must pay attention to.
Oh, mother.
Right, okay. We'll do, in Mario Kart, Blue Shell or Bullet Bill.
Blue shell.
Which one really annoys us, or which one we would like to use?
Which one?
Which one's the best?
Oh, the
Oh,
best.
the
Blue shell.
Blue Shell,
Shell.
just because of the sheer frustration you see when Goodwill's winning and he's getting to that line, you just take him out.
There is nothing worse. There is nothing worse. Final one. Is it Marty McFly or Morty?
Marty.
Marty.
I like that answer. I like that
I
answer.
get that reference.
It's like the Captain America moment.
I am Captain America.
I understood that reference. Yes.
Well, thank you very much. There wasn't as much arguing as I thought.
No.
That is fine.
Yet.
Yeah, there's still
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
there is
Sammy's
still
going to
time.
braze after for this, going against the Star Wars.
We'll have none of it. We'll have none of it, guys. Right, stay there. We'll have more coming up after this. We've been boogieing around in the studio. I'm joined, of course, by Sammy, Captain Goodwill, Paul from Nerdy Up North. I forgot where you were. There was that many of you. Monsters Up North, Trekking Up North. I don't have time to name them all.
Oh, no,
I do
please
not
don't.
have time. Right, I thought that you'd be able to relate to me in my next question that I'm going to ask. And if you're listening and you also feel this as well, please do get in touch. So I've had this moment where it's something's gone from 0 to 100 real quick.
Right.
It escalated a bit quickly, okay? So I'm a massive...
Why are you looking at me?
I'm a massive fan of... I love swimming. I love paddleboarding. I love all this sort of thing. I love the sea. Now, growing up, I used to have a Nintendo Wii, like many people did, and I used to play the best game of all time, in my opinion, which is Endless Ocean, where you're a scuba diver.
All right.
Okay, you're a scuba diver, you're swimming about, okay? I then decided at the start of the year, I'm gonna become this person. This person on this game, I'm gonna become them.
It's fine. Just own it. Own it.
So
outright.
I took some lessons. I then a new game came out on the Nintendo Switch because I've got one there, and I bought it. I played it. I'm obsessed with it. And then yesterday I was 10 feet down. Well, 10 metres down in the North Sea, thinking,
No.
this has escalated rather quickly. From playing a game and getting nerdy about it to like becoming the real thing. Has that happened to you guys?
Every day of my life,
Yes.
it seems now.
Well, yeah, because I used to do YouTube ages ago. I used to do trailer reactions, and that was kind of like my starting point of I want to do podcasts. Paul, I want to do podcasts, and that's how the conversation went, and that's how it all started. Roller boots is my thing.
Oh,
I watched Whippet. I thought I could do roller derby because I used to be able to skate as a kid. I can't.
oh well. Paul?
I'll tell a little bit of a story.
Okay,
So
story
story time with
Story
Paul.
Sit back.
Story
Sit back,
time with Paul.
relax.
So it's not about me. It's just what I've witnessed. Like going from, as you said, Captain Goodwill mentioned his first ever episode on Nerdy Up North was on a Sunday show doing an episode on Star Trek where we spent about 2 hours just having a conversation. And no word of a lie, and he'll tell himself, I've never seen someone so nervous, so shaken before coming on. And this was a guy that's basically chatted us very much. And like I say, when we get people on the podcast, it's normally people who get involved with the community and show like willing, or there's something about them that we kind of like. And from that episode, he has grown exponentially in confidence in like what he does, like going from being a guest on a show to producing his own show, hosting his own show, to this weekend he is going to be running his very own panel at the UK's biggest what's it called?
The UK's biggest unofficial Star Trek convention.
Your head must be a big size right now, getting that nice little bit of...
No, I'm just very tired.
Talk to me about it then. Like, from being that side of things to now obviously smashing it, that must be a good feeling.
I was very anxious when Paul asked me. I mean, you didn't really ask me. You were
No, I
like,
told
you're
you.
coming on.
Yeah.
Do not resist. And I was like, oh, okay. And that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, yeah, 2020, May 2022.
That was one of the only episodes I didn't speak throughout the whole thing
You just cried.
because I don't know Star Trek.
Okay, out your depth.
And then we created Trekking Up North in February 2023, and it's just been this juggernaut to the point now where we were asked to attend Destination, the unofficial Star Trek convention down in Blackpool this Sunday, to host Trekking Up North live at the convention. And yes, it's very nerve-wracking. I'm very scared.
Squeaky bum.
I've ironed my uniform especially for this event. But I think doing this, being part of the Nerdy Up North community, I was always behind the camera when I worked in media, and Paul has shown me that I can have the confidence to be in front of the camera and have fun.
Yeah.
And I have met some truly wonderful people from Nerdy Up North, 2 of them which are right next to me. And it's been a life-changing event for me. And yes, my father is proud of me as well.
I don't know how to deal with this level of love right
Can
now.
you cry again?
Please don't.
In a good way, though, in a good way. I mean,
Yeah.
Paul, that must be a good feeling to know that you started all this, or you were a part of the beginning, and now it's really growing and helping people.
Yeah, and that's probably, as I said before, the community aspect is what I'm most proud of, and one I will always stand by and try and promote. And like, I think it's very important, the thing what we're doing, because we were just having a discussion off air how nasty and toxicity like different fandoms can be, especially if you've got an opinion that doesn't fit with the norm and stuff. And again, that's not what love or what passion should be about. And again, it's just, as it's like say, growing, because we've got like people that follow us and join in for everything. They probably listen now. Hi, Chris. But yeah, like it's so much fun, and that's the thing. And you hit the nail on the head when you said that, Emma, as well. It's fun. That's what we are promoting. We want everything to be fun, what we do. When it stops being fun, that's when we know it's time to say walk away and maybe try something else. But as you said, getting obsessed and not letting go of things, this has probably been my biggest thing I've ever been obsessed, because I'm one of those hyper-focused people. Like, if I get into comics, I need all the comics. I'll collect figures, as you've seen, like my collection in my room. The nerd sanctum, shall we say? But yeah, I say seeing people grow, seeing like how something as simple as talking about something that you love and bringing out the best in people as well. That's something that I'll always internally be grateful for. Not just like people who have got on board like from the start. It's been me and Sammy. Then Jake's got involved. Then like say promoting and being so like Goodwill. Then Donna. Then Graham. Lee. Like.
We have a team.
You have a massive team of love and fandom and loveliness. I mean, Sammy, we've talked before about how you used to script everything, and now you're free willing and going with it now. I mean, your confidence must be good as well.
Well, yeah, because the amount of episodes that I've done, it kind of like just every episode is a kind of a learning curve. I don't script so much anymore as I am a fact checker.
That's okay.
That is what I am into. He loves this is where the greatness comes in. He loves the feel of things. He likes to know like how you felt about the movie that you're watching. He wants to hear the passionate side. I want to go into the interesting side, like the interesting facts of it. Like I did on Twister. I bored the life out of people with all of the detail on Twister, but that's what interests me about movies. So that's where I kind of like shine in it, and Monsters is very, very similar.
Well, to be fair though, Sammy is the pinnacle of professionalism when it comes to what we're doing. Like we're all at this level, like in the medium. We're trying to get to Sammy's level. That's what we're like say always trying to do. But don't tell her I said that, because
Stop being on the radio.
Well, yeah, it's
You
not like
inspired me though, because
thank you,
because your monologue every Sunday.
my
inspired me. Your disclaimer. Well, I'm going to say monologue.
Well,
It comes from the heart if it's a monologue.
So I developed my own monologue, and
so you copied it.
And then Sammy was like, "He's copied me, so I'm going to copy him back and have one on Monsters Up North." I think we all need monologues at them.
Yeah, I always do. On any episode that I'm on, I always do the disclaimer. It's kind of come out a little like you said it. You described it perfect.
It's kind of like like a statement of intent.
Of having fun and not being horrible and all the rest of it.
Yeah. And to make it like we can all agree to disagree, even though I'm not going to break it into it, but we can all agree. I really do.
Mine's just unhinged.
To be fair, I just do it to make the guests that we have on either to feel uncomfortable or try and make them break them. Like the only time we don't is when we have a fabulous guest like Emma and we actually sing praises and say nice things about her.
I didn't even pay them to say that, Didn't even pay them. Well, thank you very much for joining me, guys. It has been an absolute blast. We'll do a quick run through of if you can get involved and when to listen to yours. Captain Goodwill first.
Every Friday, 8 p.m. on the Nerdy Up North YouTube channel and on Spotify.
Easy. Sammy?
Monsters Up North, 8 o'clock on a Monday.
She's breaking the law.
Right now. And all episodes, including Trek, goes up on a Tuesday on audio platform.
Amazing. And finally,
Yeah, just any way you want to follow us, just type in Nerdy Up North, like say on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere you get your audio podcast. It doesn't have to be Spotify, iTunes. Literally, we are everywhere. Like even if you type in Google Nerdy Up North, you'll find us. And like I say, we do a lot for everyone. And like I say, that's what we want to do. Is you don't have to listen to everything or watch everything. Just watch what you're interested in, what you fancy.
amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. And I must confess, Paul, since the very first time I ever spoke to you, I still haven't watched the games. And on that note...